Hey folks, welcome to my biggest project yet, the heavy modular frame building. The heavy modular frames are just ridiculous with everything they need. I've got several alternate recipes and it is still going to require nearly 700 megawatts of power and dozens and dozens of buildings to make just 5 heavy modular frames a minute. So what you're looking at right now is 6 impure iron nodes with Mark II miners on them. So that's putting out a total of 360 iron ore per minute, all merging into the lower of 2 conveyors down here. On top of that is a coal line coming from way over there. On the map, it is north of this little lake area here. It's kind of roundabout here. That is, I've got 2 regular coal nodes putting out 240 coal per minute coming in here and going into this. This is 6 foundries and 11 smelters putting out all the steel and iron ingots we're going to need for our monstrosity of a building. Now, I'll be back once I've added the second floor to this building, which is going to require space for no less than 36 constructors, if I'm calculating that right. I also have to connect up that limestone node over there and another pure one over there and bring them in to that floor as well. And we're back, and this is it. 36 constructors. So we've got steel coming in on this side. I decided to go down 2 lanes because I realized I did not need the iron on that side, so I don't like the left side from where I am. I only need it on this side, so we've got the steel coming into 11 constructors here making steel pipe. Past that, we've got 7 constructors making concrete. Those 2 are going to be combined to make encased steel beams with the alternate, or encased industrial beams with the alternate recipe. On this side, the first 6 are making iron plate. The next 6 are making steel or iron wire with the alternate recipe, and the last 6 are making iron rods. So those are all meeting up down there and going to be going up to the next floor, which is going to need a bunch of assemblers. Let's head over here, and you can actually have a nice look. There's the pure line of, I am not paying attention as I fly over here. That is the pure line of limestone coming in from over there, and there is the regular one, and they're kind of mixing over, crisscrossing over everything here. We got like a messy junction going on here, but it looks kind of cool. You know, sometimes messy is cool too. Doesn't always have to be clean and perfect. Like, for example, the fact that I have the limestone coming in here and not here. Not in line with that. I ended up having to expand this building. Like, it goes, as you can see down here, it goes well beyond the old, the first floor. Like, the first floor seems small compared to that now. It runs all the way from there to the end over there, and that is what we're at right now. I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to go over one more line here just to make it accessible to go around, or if I'm just going to build the walls right here. We'll decide later. But there you go. That is where we're at right now. I will return when we've got the 3rd floor. And I'm going to see if I can get all the assemblers on the 3rd floor and then put the manufacturers on the 4th floor. So we'll see how that all turns out. And we're back with level 3. As you can see, this is a lot smaller. So unfortunately, even though it's narrower, I still didn't have enough room to put all of the assemblers. As you can see off on the right hand side of my screen there, I got 3 more assemblers. Those are for the encased steel or encased industrial beams. So on this level, I'm pretty much just making modular frames. So I got the rod, and down there we've got the rod comes on the top. Down there we've got plates and wire coming in to make the stitched reinforced plate at the bottom, which then feeds back over here and then comes into these 4. So that's 6 down there for the reinforced plate and 4 for the modular frames. So they're collecting there. And that's pretty much it for this level. I'm really sad that I couldn't fit it all in. I'm shocked at how long this building has to be. I mean, I had to expand this level by a lot, and then it still wasn't enough for the assemblers, because I didn't have the width to do it on both sides. I should have probably gone wider, but oh well. So we're going to end up having 5 levels to this building, so I'll be back with level 4. And the good news is I lied, so I was able to fit the 3 remaining assemblers and the 2 manufacturers on this 4th level, so I didn't actually need a 5th level. So let's take a quick tour around. So this is this level, and it needs some cleaning up. Down here we've got that level, and then we've got that level, and then we've got that level. So there you go. Looks pretty cool. It's definitely my longest building. Don't know if it really qualifies as being the biggest, but I mean, if I hadn't been able to squeeze all those constructors onto the 2nd level, it probably would have ended up being my biggest. But there you go. All of that for just 5 heavy modular frames per minute. Thanks very much for joining me for this episode, and we will see you when I do computers. No, you know what? This is going to use up so much power, I'm going to need to upgrade my power situation before I can even think about building a computer building. Right, so there you go. Thanks for joining me.